All right, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about rationalizing the denominator of a radical expression. So whenever we're dealing with a radical expression, we do not want to have radicals in the denominator. Okay. Also, we do not want to have fractions in the radicand. So this is the radicand. So the radicand is what's underneath the radical symbol. So we don't want to have a fraction under the radicand, or in the radicand, as the radicand. And the other thing too is we don't want, in a fraction, we don't want radicals in the denominator. Okay? So look at these two examples here. We're going to show you how to rationalize both of them. Okay? So rationalizing means we're going to get rid of the radical in the denominator. So the way we're going to do this for part A is all we're going to do is multiply the top and the bottom by the radical. So in this case, we're just multiplying by a form of 1. And in this case, it's the square root of x divided by the square root of x. And so what happens is, when we multiply these two together, we get x. So on the top, we get 5 times the square root of x over x. And we're done. You can't simplify it any further than that. Okay. Now what about this one here? Whenever you have radicals in the denominator where they're being added or subtract, we're going to use the conjugate. And the conjugate is just the opposite sign. So this is subtraction. The conjugate of this would be the same except with a plus sign. And so we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate of this. So it's going to be root 7 plus root 5. Root 7 plus root 5. And again, it's just a form of 1 that we're multiplying by. Okay? So, but by doing this, we're going to end up getting rid of the radicals, because what's going to happen is, because we have a difference of 2 squares. This is how we're basically manufacturing a difference of 2 squares, and so the middle term is going to fall out, and the radicals are going to go away. So what we end up with is 4 times root 7 plus root 5, all divided by, this is going to end up being 7. 7 minus 5. Okay? And so that's going to give us 4 times root 7 plus root 5 divided by 2. And so 4 and 2 get divided by 2, so that leaves 2 up here and 1 down there. And so the final answer is going to be 2 times root 7 plus root 5. Okay? Now remember also that if I have a fraction under the radical, we don't want to leave it like this. We want to write it by using the property of radicals like that. Also, as a suggestion and a tip, always leave the numerator factored until the very end. It'll make things easier. So as you're working with the denominator, just make sure you keep everything factored in the numerator till the end. Have a good day.